Are we live? Are we live? Let me turn on my other phone. I think we're live. Woohoo! Play.
Are we live? Are we live?
Yes, we're live. Nice. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Pico. How are you? Hello, Giannis. Good morning, Pico. Hello, Collins. Good morning, everyone. Good night in America, where you guys are. I'll turn off this toast. Beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Sai. Hello, Thomas. Hello, MD Tahir, New York. Good morning. I'm in Thailand right now. I just woke up. It's beautiful here and hot. An amazing day. And no joke, a wasp carrying a dragonfly is just flying past me right now. A giant wasp carrying a dragonfly. Cool. Good morning, Janice. Let's talk Neo. Yes, I'm alive, Scooby Dooby. It's 1 hour time difference now, everyone. So it's 9 p.m. New York time now. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chris. I'm excited for the live as well, everyone. Got my watching the Bitcoin show. Here on the right, we have our membership chat. Here on the left, I've got the live chat from everyone. Good morning, Danny from Toronto. Hello, Highlight Times from Toronto. 2 people from Toronto. I've never been to Toronto, but I've been to Canada, Calgary. It's amazing. Good morning, good morning. Let's let everyone, if you can do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and click the share button on your phone and share it with everyone. Let's share it on Facebook, Twitter. Let's get as many people into this live as we can. And yes, my whole screen is showing this time, which is awesome. Beautiful. Good morning, Jono. Hey, bro, what's up? Good morning there. Good evening here in Florida. I'm ready for the bull run of the market in April. Beautiful. I'm ready for the bull run for the rest of my life. So we're going to buy stocks for the next 5 to 10 years. Don't get too caught up in the little movements in the day to day. Hello, Dr. Elliot and Anastasia. Good morning. This is a super beautiful couple that are in the membership chat. Dr. Elliot is a dentist. Hi to everyone who won't be able to join us tonight or no. Anastasia, but hello to you. If we could talk about Airbnb, let's jump into Airbnb. Let's go straight into charts and technicals. I've only got around an hour, everyone. I've got yoga. I've got dancing coming up. I was at a party last night, so I'm kind of going to be fast. Good morning, Anastasia. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Daniel Harvano. Good morning. Let's jump into Airbnb. Everyone, I love Airbnb. This is the price of Airbnb, what you're looking at here on the left. Hello, Sharma. Good to see you again. Yes, it's always bull market in the long term. Exactly, Daniel. We have 44 people in the live, everyone, but we only have 10 likes. If you could all do me a huge favor and hit the thumbs up button, that way YouTube's algorithm takes this video and pushes it everywhere, and we can get as many people investing, as many people in this chat as we can. April is my birthday. Let's make lots of money. Beautiful, Grace. Happy birthday for April. And we have, someone's birthday is today. That's, he's young. He turned 18 today on in the live. Let's see if he pops up in the chat. Happy birthday to you, but I can't remember exactly whose birthday it is. Hello, Ellie Seaton. Good, just arrived. Good morning and good night in America. I hope you're having a beautiful night. So this is the price of Airbnb, everyone. It IPO'd in December 2020. We're following it on this channel. I was very, very excited for the IPO of Airbnb. Oh no, it's doing this thing again. Let's see if it holds. Okay, it didn't do it. Nice. Dr. Elliot says, hi. Hello, Dr. Elliot. I'm excited for the live too, guys. I've been surprised I'm surprised Crypto hasn't been talking too much today. I wonder when he's going to do that interview with James. Me and Chris are talking about it. We're going to have the interview in the next few days, everyone, possibly today. But right now he bought 2 cars, so he's very excited with Tony Vase and everyone driving around in Dubai. But I think we're going to jump on. We're going to have an interview with Crypto Chris in the next few days, which will be beautiful. CRISPR, please. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning to you and Alexa. I hope you're having a beautiful night. Yes, let's do CRISPR. So, okay, this is the price of Airbnb, everyone. Hello from Canada. It's my birthday. Happy birthday today, Sharma. Happy birthday to you. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day. And I hope you had already an amazing day. So this is the price of Airbnb, IPOing at $141. Some of the students got in at $60. How? Airbnb did some cool new offering with their IPO. They allowed people that were super hosts to get in at the $60 mark. And some other people had brokers that allowed them to buy also. Hello, Sir Jeffrey from Montana, USA. Neo Yusuf, good morning. Just bought 1,056 AMD for $79. Total cost $83,000. Hope it will go up. Just bought 1,056 shares of AMD, $79 total cost. Nice entry, actually. I like that price for AMD. We'll look into that because that's quite $83,000. Eli Seaton, I hope that's only 10% of your portfolio. I really recommend people, you always have to do your own due diligence, consult with your brokers, all this good financial jargon that I have to say, but I teach buying 10 companies, 5 diversified industries: construction, medical, transportation, planes, etc. 5 in the industry you know and love. Mine is biotech and tech. So Ali, I hope that 80,000 is just 10%. So you have 800,000 split up into other 10 companies. And dollar cost average is the best strategy, not all in one go. As I teach in a course, the Stock Guru Master course, you can find in the link. Ali, 79% of your portfolio. It's risky, Ali. I do like the price of AMD that you're buying it at, but I always recommend 10 companies is the best, because then if you have any movements down in the market, say AMD does something, they have some kind of problem happens to them, you have 9 other companies that are keeping your portfolio afloat and balanced by different diversification. That's why I really recommend 10 companies. Crypto, he's amazingly entertaining. Chris has got so much energy, full power energy, it's amazing. He was actually the reason I created this channel. He really motivated me to make this channel in person. He knew my skills when it comes to stock investing, and he's already had the big crypto channel. So he told me to share it with everyone. Bonjour, James. Hello, Patrick. Hi, James. All the best from Scotland. Will Smith is in the house. Hello, Will Smith. Nasdaq, please, James. Yes, let's do this. The market is yes, the entire market is manipulated. Everyone, since COVID times, they printed $6 trillion to manipulate this market. Love you, bro. Love you too, Daniel from Florida. Okay, so Airbnb, everyone, it IPO'd at 148. It dropped down to 124. Well, I was buying a lot of it at the IPO. It's one of my biggest holdings, Airbnb. I'm very bullish this company. If you've traveled a lot or if you've used hotels, I used a lot of Airbnb in my travels. It's just easier, and I believe they're going to have a new kind of system to replace kind of just renting. You can do long-term rents on Airbnb. It went from $127 to a high of 209, and then we had 218, and then we had this big Nasdaq correction, but it actually held really strongly here at 161. Airbnb, it's got a very big support at the 161. I'll put it here. So that's a big support line that Airbnb has. It did have an MA cross here to come. This was the MA cross to go up, MA cross to go down, and MA cross just recently to go up. However, the volume is still dropping. That's the only issue. And stochastic and RSI is still coming down. Squeeze mob is building pressure, ready for a movement. But it does look like it could head down more. It could retest this 161, which would be a strong buy. It's very hard for Airbnb to actually drop below 161 because it actually IPO'd around there. It had a lot of support around there. So 161 is a big support. So that would be a great buying opportunity. I really like Airbnb for the long term. The current market cap of Airbnb is sitting at, let's see the market cap. It's sitting at $104 billion. It IPO'd at 87 billion, and I really believe that's quite a high valuation for a new company, but I believe Airbnb can be one of these big companies, and especially it's a reopening play. Exactly, Daniel. Bonjour, James. Hello, Patrick. What do you think of the let's check out Neo. James, I like these lives. Me too. I bought Airbnb because of you, bro. Beautiful Express. Bitcoin over 56,000. Ooh, I didn't see Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin. I love me some Bitcoin talk, everyone. We're going to interview Crypto, which is big, awesome, because he's really, I think, the biggest channel on YouTube when it comes to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at 55,900. Let's see how well it's still playing out in this kind of symmetrical triangle that we had drawn. Ooh, it broke out, everyone. It's out of the triangle. We had a descending wedge here. It wasn't a symmetrical triangle. We had a descending wedge. And let me draw. This is Bitcoin, so I'm looking at the price of Bitcoin. We had targets of this descending wedge. So we had this big descending wedge here, the base of the wedge being the targets of the explosion out. A reopening play, Bitcoin breaking resistance, Bitcoin over 56,000. Beautiful. Everyone, we've got 68 people in the live. Please hit the thumbs up button and share on your Facebook, on your Twitter. Get everyone in this. Tell your mums to join, your family to join, your friends to join. Let's get as many people in this live as possible. The more we are, the bigger this channel grows, the more investors we are. So we're very close to 40,000 investors. So always remember this. The bigger this channel is, it's not so much about me. It's us combined as an investing group, an investing kind of, we're like a Wall Street Bets, but on YouTube. And we're not trying to pump and dump. I'm not one of these Wall Street Bets taking crappy companies, pumping them up to the sky and burning all these mom and dad investors. That's not what we do. We're buying amazing companies for the next 5 to 10 years, but it's still, you need to share this with people. The more people buying our companies, the more people investing in the same stocks, the better it is for us all. Hi James, do you think Tesla will stabilize and move higher or go lower into the 500s? I'll check out Tesla. Also, Rich, good morning to you. Let's check out Tesla as well. All the stocks have been manipulated by big money investors. Unfortunately, most stocks have head and shoulder patterns. I think Bitcoin breaking resistance has held on the 4 hours. Okay, let's stick to Bitcoin right now. So it's breaking out of this descending wedge, the base of the wedge being the targets. Stochastic turning up, heading up, volume spiking in, a lot of volume coming into Bitcoin right now, which is usually a bullish sign. So everyone, volume, these bars here, it means indicating how much trading is happening, how much buying and selling. Everyone, thumbs up. Thank you, Daniel. So there's a lot of volume coming in, stochastic heading up, RSI heading up, squeeze more building pressure. So we're getting ready for a movement. And it did break out of this descending wedge. So the movement should be towards the upside. It should be towards the upside when it breaks out. So our targets are 56,300, which is very close to, actually. It's not so far away. Next target, 59,000. Most likely going to find resistance there because that was a previous resistance support line. So the targets today would be going first to 56,300. These yellow targets that we have in play, they are in play still. And we had an MA cross here to go up. And then we had an MA cross here to come down, but it looks like it's going to recross to the upside. So that's very bullish for Bitcoin, which is beautiful. Let's see what's going to happen now for the next few hours for Bitcoin. So now we zoom in, we're seeing this descending wedge a little bit closer now. Thank you, Monty. Hello, everyone. So now we're in this wedge more. And what we're seeing here, before we were looking at daily candles. So now we're looking at hourly candles. And everyone, Daniel is amazing. If you're following him in our membership chat, to join at chat.stockguru.us, Daniel is awesome. He constantly points out amazing breaks and potential buyers of companies following technicals. It's awesome. Hello from Virginia. Hello to you, Robert. I hope you're doing amazing. Everyone, thumbs up. It'll be awesome. I'll check out SEO. Let's try and do as many companies as we can. I want to talk very quickly because I only have really about 50 more minutes. So let's jump in it. Usually the lives were 2 hours, but now because the whole daylight saving things, it's a whole hour ahead kind of thing. But hopefully it switches back soon. Does anyone know about daylight saving? How long until Thailand switches back? That would be awesome. I can research it myself also, but if someone knows, that would be beautiful. So this is the wedge that we broke out of, this descending wedge. Hello, Darius. Thank you for the super chat. Check out Beam. Beautiful. I'll check out Beam. So on the hourly, this is Bitcoin. So now we're seeing what's going to be happening going into the next few hours. So we're looking what's going to happen for March 27th, right? For today's trading day and 28th of March. So here, am I seeing a pattern? I am actually. A cup and handle is forming. So there's a cup and handle. It's actually trending down for the last few hours, everyone. It's actually making lower highs, see? Lower highs each time. So it's actually going down, Bitcoin. Unfortunately, it's not actually going up. Same, it's making lower lows. So this is kind of a bounce, but it's not looking so strong. Bitcoin had MA cross to go down, exactly, Anastasia, and it looks like it is going to do that. But on the hourly, we didn't. On the hourly, the MA cross on Bitcoin is actually excellent, everyone. You could really just use MA crosses, moving average crosses for Bitcoin. To set that up, I teach it's here in the indicators in tradingview.com. I'm using tradingview.com charts. And if you just use the MA cross, look at this. Bitcoin crossed here on the MA at 55,000, dropped to 51,000. Then we had this MA cross on the bottom here, and Bitcoin went from 51,000 to 56,000. Look at that. You can just, you would have just made $5,000. And not just that, everything lined up on that MA cross for Bitcoin. All the technical indicators. It was actually a beautiful buy right there. I think I made a video on, I'm not sure if I made a video on it. MA cross was here. We have volume kind of strong, not amazing, but strong volume. We have stochastic and RSI were oversold, turning to head up from the bottom. The stock gurus know what I'm talking about by this. Below the dot lines heading up, and we had this squeeze mob squeezing, building pressure to go green. All of this was a buying indicator. On every single indicator, it was a buy. And you would have caught a $5,000 movement on Bitcoin, 10%, which is beautiful. And unfortunately, we're having kind of the reverse right now. We almost had an MA cross here to head down, but it didn't. It spiked up. James Goodman, thank you, Monty. Yes, bull Bitcoin week, media trying to scare away. A lot of people are buying Bitcoin, a lot of money being printed, and a lot of the young generation are going to use that stimulus to go into Bitcoin because they saw what happened to the last stimulus check. Anyone that put in Bitcoin, I'm not sure the exact numbers, but I think if you put that stimulus check into Bitcoin, you're up around 200%, right? which is quite amazing. My girlfriend says you're cute. I'm trying to teach her about stocks. Thank you very much, Sherma, and your girlfriend. Yes, get her involved in stocks. You should get involved in stocks. It's amazing. It will change your life when you start to invest. Why? Because then you're going to have, for the first time in your life, not first time in your life, maybe you have other businesses, but money working for you. What you're doing with stocks is you're giving companies your money. You're buying the company on the condition that you give them your money and they're going to work hard for your money and make your money into more money, which is beautiful. James, Michael, hello, Michael. My new portfolio, what do you think? Airbnb, I love. CRISPR, I love. And right now, CRISPR, I believe, is a steal. It's a big holding of ARK Fund, actually. I just want to show everyone, I pulled this up on the side because it's very interesting. Someone shared, this is the membership chat on the right here. You're seeing Stock Guru members. And this is, Jonas shared this. This is ARK Invest. This is a very nice image, Jonas. Thank you so much for sharing this. I'm actually going to download this. This is ARK Invest. And this is their portfolio. So everyone keeps hearing about Cathie Wood ARK, how she bought Tesla, how she's very bullish Tesla. This is her holdings. Tesla number one, 10% of the portfolio, $2.3 billion market cap of holding Tesla. So she has 2.3 billion. Then she has 1.3 billion Square, 1.3 billion Teladoc, 1.1 billion Roku, Zoom, Spotify, Shopify, and on 10th she has CRISPR. She holds now 622 million of CRISPR. She actually had a lot more CRISPR in dollar value. It was actually her third biggest holding, but because CRISPR corrected so strongly, these are our holdings of ARK Fund in order: the tickers, the shares, the market value, and the weight. Thank you very much, Jonas, for sharing this great image. So Cathie Wood is buying a lot of CRISPR. So Bitcoin right now is not looking so healthy on the hourly. It looks like we had a stochastic cross trying to cross there, but it didn't. It failed. Now it's kind of finding resistance here at the 56,000. RSI is turning down, but not yet overbought, everyone. Not yet above the dotted line. Stochastic also turning down. Squeeze mob still green. It seems to be holding up here, but it's not the most bullish scenario right now. It could, what we want Bitcoin to do is really hold here. If it does, to come back down to this support line. If it does come down, to come to 54,500, and we really want it to hold there. Wait, it's sitting at right now 55,000. So this green line, we'll get rid of this green line just because it was causing some confusion. So we want it to hold here, and if it does come down, we want it to hold. If the stochastic RSI come down, which it looks like it could do, and squeeze mob go red and volume drop off, then we come back to 54,535. If we get an MA cross, so what you're watching here is an MA cross. If an MA cross crosses and heads down, it's going to try and find support on 54,500. More than likely, it'll bounce off there and then start heading up again to 55,000. That's what we want to have happen. And we want it to actually kind of come down, bounce off this, and then go up to the 59,000. And it is quite possible, but it is making lower lows as it heads down in this descending wedge. 55,000, if that doesn't, 54,000, if that doesn't hold, this one here, and that's actually the best scenario to play out this kind of descending wedge. The scenario would be coming down to 54,000. There's two options: bouncing here and then going back to 59, or coming down to this, hitting this 52,000. We really want it to hold there. If not, drops down to 49. If it does hold there, then it continues this kind of pattern, this technical descending wedge, bouncing off 52,500 and then making its way to the 59,000, which will be beautiful. Everyone hit the like button. Thank you. Michael, sorry, I didn't finish saying so Airbnb, CRISPR, I really like. Etsy, I really like. Facebook, Tesla, Uber, very nice, but 6 tech companies. That's, oh no, CRISPR's biotech, okay. Caterpillar, amazing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Boeing, Waste Management. Waste Management, I don't know, Michael, but I love your portfolio. I love its diversification. You've got 5 in biotech. You've got, 5 in diversified industries, 5 in tech. I like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Boeing is amazing. Big congratulations, anyone that bought Boeing, by the way, on that changeover from tech stocks to, yes, next few hours are important on Bitcoin. Where it closes for the day, big moments for Bitcoin. We really want Bitcoin, everyone. What you're looking for is a close above 52,000. We really want Bitcoin to close above 52,000 by the 1st of April. If it manages to do that and then stays in this descending wedge, then it goes up to the 59. I mean, right now it's very bullish overall for Bitcoin, so it could just break straight out, but it gets more difficult on the hourly candles. What you're seeing here, it gets a bit more difficult to predict each moment because it can be really affected by news. But on the overall history of Bitcoin, I am very bullish Bitcoin. If you've been watching my Bitcoin videos, mainly because of the amount of volume. So this was the big run up in 2018. when Bitcoin went to $20,000. Everyone remembers that. And this was the volume that Bitcoin had. So that was the $20,000 run. Yes, Beam for Durius. Thank you very much, Daniel. This was the Bitcoin run, 20,000. And this is the volume that came in. And this is the volume right now for Bitcoin. And this is where we're sitting, 55,000, 56,000. It just went up above 56,000. So that's why I'm very bullish Bitcoin. The amount of volume hasn't really come in yet to comparable to 2018. So a lot of people are still on the sidelines, haven't come in yet. So there could be a lot of upward momentum for Bitcoin. The RSI is very off the charts in the hourly, the monthly candles, everyone. Whenever the RSI, as my Stock Guru students know who've taken the course, DCA, it's very important. So let's go into Beam now. Thank you for the super chat, Durius. Beam, Beam Global. So first, let's look at the financials of this company. I always like to look at the financials first before I get into the charts, just to make sure that the financials are even worth me looking at. Because if it's a company, what we're looking for quickly, what I teach you in the Stock Guru Masterclass, you're looking for huge revenue growth. That's the main thing we want to see. Huge revenue growth and large profit margins. So here we have revenue growth, yes, 1 million, 2 million. This blue number is the revenues. What is revenues, everyone? It's the sales. How much sales that company made. Kathy likes Beam. Beautiful. The world will never run out. They're in the garbage business. Okay, I'll check out that. I'll try to check it out. Everyone stay hydrated. Good morning. First thing, my doctor. So everyone, I have a doctor. He keeps me alive for a very long time. I'm very healthy, but I'm rich. And my doctor's goal is to make me live for a very long time. Me, my family, everyone around me. And best thing to do is drink lemon water first thing in the morning. I know the world will never run out of garbage. Exactly. Okay, so the revenues increasing. The profit margins, no, losing money. So that's not the best thing we can see. Their balance sheets are increasing. So what is balance sheets? They're increasing their assets compared to their liabilities. So it's increasing very quickly. They're buying a lot of things. They're using their money to build the company up, which is good to see. Cash flow, they have good amount of cash, 8.5 million. I'm not saying anything amazing on the financials. We're getting revenues growing, but we're not getting much net income and not much profit margins. Wow, Beam exploded up, everyone. Whoa, look at this movement. So this is the entire history of Beam, what you're looking at, the entire history of this company. Dorius, this is for you. I'm in California for 2 weeks, Lake Tahoe. We should meet up. Beautiful. Yes, everyone, Rich, thank you for sharing it. Take the Stock Guru Mastercourse, DCA. Everyone, if you take the Stock Guru Mastercourse by Tuesday, 8 p.m. New York time, so in the next 4 days, one person is going to win 1,000 USD. So my students have my knowledge. Someone is going to get 1,000 USD capital for investing, which is beautiful. I've done this many times. I'm going to keep doing it because then I'm distributing out capital so people are getting my knowledge and then getting capital. 1,000 USD, anyone that purchases the Stock Guru Mastercourse in the next 4 days, which is beautiful. So this is Beam. It IPO'd in 2011 2010 at $16. Wow, actually nice. It's not up so much. IPO May 2010, so 11 years ago it IPO'd. Then it went to a low down here of $5.30. And then look at that MA cross, everyone. MA cross is like one of my, I should have been using it before. Moving average is always very, very powerful, but I kind of wanted to leave it out and keep it very simple in the original, if you've been watching my videos for 11 months. But really, MA cross, I shouldn't have been leaving it out because it's just so powerful. Moving average cross. Look at that MA cross on Beam. That was the MA cross when Beam was sitting at a low of $8. That MA cross indicated that it's going to start moving up after that Beam on July 2020. Since that $8 mark, Beam has now, it went to a high of $80, everyone, $75. So that MA cross indicated a 10x. $80 from $8 to $80, it indicated a 10x. That moving average cross would have made you a 10x. What does 10x mean? 10 times your money. It means 1,000%, everyone. It means 1,000%. So 100% is times 1, right? Is going up, doubling. 1,000% is times 10. So it went from there to there, $8 to nearly $80 in just 6 months. Amazing. All indicated by that moving average cross. Now, it also, at that $80, hit the RSI and stochastic, were overbought as I teach in the Stock Guru Mastercourse, and then it came down, which is not a good sign. By the way, everyone, anyone that purchased the course, there's only 2 or 3 applicants at the moment in the chance to win 1,000 USD. I think it's 2 people currently. So if you purchase again in the next 4 days, you go in the chance to win 1,000 USD. I now drink lemon water. It does make me feel good. Beautiful, Jay. WM not recession proof. Less trash with less economic activity. Interesting. I hope your WM is a classic value dividend stock. Beautiful. I'll check that out. I'm in California 2 weeks. Rosie and Michael. Michael really likes Rosie. Everyone really likes Rosie. Okay, so Beam here now. It did this RSI and stochastic being overbought really did kind of indicate that we were going to come down, and it did come down from there, from the $80, $40, a 50% drop. That's why you need to DCA, everyone. As I teach you in the Stockroom Masterclass, all the Stockroom students know, whenever the RSI is above the dotted lines, especially on the monthly, this is probably also, there's many important things that you should know in the stock market, but this is one of the strongest ones. Whenever the MA cross on the monthly, whenever the RSI, sorry, on the monthly candlesticks is above the dotted lines, DCA over a long period of time, over at least 10 months. Everyone, this will save you so much pain and suffering in the market. My 17 years of investing experience, learn from it so you don't make the same mistakes. Whenever the RSI is above the dotted lines on the monthly candlesticks, do not put a lot of capital in one go. It's much better to split up your capital. What does that mean? As I teach you in the course, say you had $10,000. If you put $10,000 here, you now have $4,000, and that kind of sucks, right? And that's what a lot of people do, and then usually they get depressed, especially some people put $100,000 here, and it comes down, and they have $40,000, and that's when really a lot of pain starts. But don't panic. Usually companies, if you're buying companies for 5 to 10 years, but it would have been much better if you had $10,000, not to put it all there, but to put $1,000 there every month buying your company, $1,000 there, $1,000 there, $1,000 there, $1,000 there, and you averaged your price. And now your price is not so, you wouldn't have had such a big drop from this $80 down to $40 because you've been buying every month. You also bought at this $40. That's why DCA is such a powerful understanding. So it's still coming down, the stochastic and RSI volume, but it's coming up. So don't short anything that's getting a lot of volume. Volume predicts price. So we zoom in now to Beam, and let's see what's happening for the next few weeks and next few months, going to May, March, April, May, March. March, April, May. So here again, MA crosses, just a beautiful, beautiful MA crosses, everyone. Look at that. Here was the MA cross with this movement, $8 all the way to $80. Good morning, Trevor. I'm already in the live. Ooh. I should point, I can't share, if someone could share the link to the live to Trevor. James, what's your thoughts on space? Space I do like, but I do believe it's a bit longer destination kind of stock. I would much rather get into SpaceX, which we're organizing a private allocation for, and I will keep everyone updated. Top Tier Impact has got the allocation. So we've got 20 million allocation. And I will keep up, we're going to get them onto the video, onto the channel, and then talking about their fund and how they want to invest with us, how they want people to invest. So check that. I'll keep updating everyone as that progresses, but they have $20 million allocation of SpaceX, but they are only targeting high capital, the people that put in more than $1 million or $2 million allocation, just to make it easier. But they are planning to get 100 million allocation, but I'll keep everyone updated as it progresses. So from $8 all the way to $80, this MA cross was a good one, indicating a drop from that $60 mark down to $40. And just recently we had an MA cross to go up on Beam. But unfortunately it's trying to cross back down, but it doesn't look like it's going to actually. Volume is picking up. RSI is undervalued below the dotted lines, turning to head up. Stochastic turning to head up. Squeeze more, building pressure. It's going up, everyone. So targets for Beam for the next few months going into April, May. These are the targets. First target, $45. I'll make the targets yellow tags. Always, everyone, my targets are yellow tags. 49. And then this, before this big run up here, 56. So these are the targets for Beam if it does turn to head up. Stochastic RSI turning to head up. Volume coming in. Squeeze more, building pressure, all indicating 45, 49, 56 are the targets. And then that big support, that big resistance. Hello, Johnny. Good morning, good morning. And Johnny, Dr. Javan has been trying to call you on Skype. Maybe we'll organize a different way to call him, because he's been trying to get in contact. If you can get one of your kids to help you set up WhatsApp, it'll be much appreciated, Johnny, because then Dr. Javan can call you over WhatsApp. If anyone's looking for apartments in the East Bay in California, hit me up. I need to fill up over 40 apartments. Everyone, Rosie is a real estate agent. She's amazing. She's been with the Stock Group members chat for a long time, and just with this channel for almost 11 months. She's amazing. She's a mum and she's legit. So check her out if you need apartments. Have some contact with Rosie in California. And she's amazing. Rosie, you're amazing. Stochastic RSI heading up, volume coming in. Those are the targets for Beam as it recovers. If it tries to come down again, we have this big support here. And that support is most likely going to hold. That was the Nasdaq sell-off. If it doesn't, everyone, it means entire pain for a lot of the Nasdaq. A lot of stocks have the same kind of chart. So any break on most of the stocks below this kind of Nasdaq previous sell-off indicates a big drop for a lot of tech sectors. It'll be almost a 40% drop across like most of the tech sector if they don't hold that support again. So it's very important, that point. But to me, it does look like it's going to head up. If not, $29 and then $18 are the supports to buy into for Beam. Be aware of ARK, which may be listed for trading next week. Beautiful. Michael, hi James, I'm noticing either reverse head and shoulders or W patterns forming on many stocks we are watching. If I'm right, we are heading up from here. On Beam, I'm not seeing any W pattern or reverse head and shoulders, but you're right. It is a very common pattern, Michael, across a lot of the stocks. And it's kind of, these next few weeks are very important for the stock market. The tech sector and the stock market in general. If we have any more large dips, it's going to put the Fed in a bit of precarious place, because they're not going to have any ability to print money. They can still print money, but it's going to be harder for them because they just printed 1.9 trillion. So if the market goes against them and they're unable to prop it up and they have this worry of inflation, we could have we're going to monitor it closely, because it could be a big event. Could be a big event. We really want everything, the market, the tech sector, the Dow, to really break up to the upside with all this money being printed. It's kind of important. If not, it could be a bit of a worry. Can you review tech stocks? Yes, let's do the Nasdaq also. What do you think Elon Musk's tweet? Great. Yes, that tweet was amazing. So everyone, if you didn't see Elon Musk's tweet, Ruben, I have around 2.5 million Dogecoins. I originally had Dogecoin actually in 2016. So I got in early into Dogecoin, but I have also been buying. If you watch my video, I bought some thousands of dollars worth of Dogecoin on that video when I made that video. If you haven't watched it yet, everyone, I have a 20x potential speculation play. It's a 20x potential speculation play. That Dogecoin, Elon Musk is going to make Dogecoin pegged to the dollar. You need to watch this video. After this live, check out a video called Elon Musk Stock Guru in YouTube, and a video is going to come up. Is Elon Musk about to do a mass wealth redistribution using Dogecoin? If my theory pans out, it's already up around 100% since that video, but if it pans out, it means every $1,000 potentially has a $20,000 profit. But it is speculation play. It is what I'm doing. You have to do your own due diligence. Consult with your financial advisor, etc., etc. This is what I'm doing, and I see a potential of 20x for Doge. That's why I do have a lot of it. It's purely on Elon Musk keeps tweeting that he's the CEO of Dogecoin, that he's going to peg Dogecoin to the dollar. Check out that video. I explain my theory. Yes, Daniel, we will look at the Nasdaq. Elon is both silly and serious, and the richest, one of the top 2 richest people in the world. So we've got to take him a little bit serious. If he just decides, he could just put $50 billion into Dogecoin if he wanted to. And he kind of, many times, I could very easily see Elon Musk doing that. He said he'll peg it to the dollar, but you've got to be aware that this is the richest man in the world. He's already pledged to give half his fortune away, or all his fortune away, before he dies. So I would be like, whatever Elon does, it's a good kind of speculation, because Elon kind of, if you've been following my channel, we love Elon. He pumped Bitcoin, he pumped Tesla. He's just amazing. I got into Elon PayPal early because of Elon also. Did he delete that tweet because of SEC? Interesting. I didn't see that, Daniel. Which tweet? The recent one? Love Elon's Twitter. Also Doge. Why not? Crisp, very strong. We're going to check out CRISPR. Yes, Danny. Let's do that. Watch these videos. Thank you, James. How much Dogecoin do you have? I have 2.5 million Dogecoin. I don't know how much that is in dollars right now. 5 cents. So 10 cents would be 250,000. So it's right now about $125,000 of Dogecoin. If it does hit my targets of 20x, that will be 10 times would be 1.2. So 2.5 million I'll have if it does hit my targets, which will be beautiful. Let's see what happens. But I had Dogecoin. Everyone, I bought Dogecoin recently. When I made that video, in that video, I show myself in step by step as I buy Dogecoin in the cryptocurrency exchange. But I also had a lot of Dogecoin early on. Yes, he deleted one tweet. Interesting. It could be because of the SEC. Everyone, be wary. This is very important. It is very speculation play on Dogecoin, because if the SEC comes after Dogecoin and Elon, it could really hurt Dogecoin. So be very aware. Speculation means gambling. Everyone, keep this in mind. If the company that you're buying or the asset you're buying doesn't have huge revenue growth, Huge profit margins, 30%, which means lots of sales, lots of year-on-year sales growth. So Apple, for example, lots of sales, 270 billion, lots of year-on-year growth, up 70 billion in 1 year in sales, 30% profit margins, converting 270 billion into nearly 70 billion or 50 billion in profits, and huge amounts of cash. Apple has 40 billion in cash. If it doesn't meet these four criteria, it's speculation, it's gambling. And sometimes I do make speculation gambling plays, but I be wary that it's risky when it's speculation, that it is gambling. So I do not put a lot of capital into it. So here we had MA cross on Beam on the hourly. This is the hourly candles or the daily? Here. This is the hourly candles. So here on Beam, we had it looking like it's going up for the hourly. MA cross heading up, stochastic RSI heading up, volume spiking, squeeze mob turning green. It looks like on Monday, Beam is heading up, and those targets are in play, 45, 49. Beautiful. That's not nice that he deleted that tweet, everyone. It's unfortunate. We've got to monitor that very closely. Mr. Corona is here. Interesting. Buy Tesla. Hello, everyone. Felix. It was SEC made him delete it. Not nice. Nasdaq up strong on Friday while Tesla was down. Let's check out the Nasdaq now, everyone, and then NEO if we can. So let's look at the Nasdaq. A little hydration break, and everyone, we've already been talking for 35 minutes, so I've only got around 30 minutes, so let's keep this strong. And again, everything you're seeing here, I made a course that teaches you this in the description, the pinned comment. It's just going to save you a lot of pain in the markets. You'll learn how to invest your money the right way so you don't panic when markets drop, and you're going to learn when to buy, exactly when to buy, and exactly when to sell based off technicals. Yes, recently he deleted his tweet. We squeezed the bears at the end of the day on Nasdaq right at about the 50 EMA. Now Nasdaq will be deciding moment soon with the Dow and the S&P testing all-time highs soon. Beautiful. I believe that the money they printed, I'm very bullish the US stock market. Everyone, I just want to point out, so this is the US tech sector. This is the Nasdaq. So if you don't know what the Nasdaq is, I'm going to give you a quick history lesson. The Nasdaq it was created in 1974. The Nasdaq was the first electronic exchange. So it was the first time. So before that, people would go into they would go to the New York Stock Exchange, and I would have money, and I would be like, I want to buy, or I would call my broker, and he would be on the floor, and he would say, I want to buy for James 50 shares of Tesla for this price. That's what we did for pretty much 100 years, or a few hundred years. And then the Nasdaq came out, and that was the first time you could buy using electronics, using fax machine, using your phone, buying electronically. And then this Nasdaq is now pretty much represented by the tech sector. And if you look at the Nasdaq over its entire history since 1974, the US tech sector never goes down, everyone. It never goes down. If people are like, oh, stocks drop, no, it's not true. The US tech sector never goes down. This is the US tech sector, the Nasdaq. It has always gone up. Since 1974, it only goes up. The US tech sector only goes up. Sometimes you have dips on your climb of Everest. This was the big panic dip of the dot-com bubble. That was the dot-com bubble. This was the global financial crisis. And that's why I really like putting things in perspective, because every month the news, the media, the fake news is always going to have some kind of story to give you that month about why you should panic in the stock market. This month, last month, it was the yields, the bond yields, still the bond yields. The month before that, it was kind of China. The month before that, it was Donald Trump. The month before that, it was COVID. You see what I mean? There's always a narrative. And they get a lot of people panic and sell during those narratives. But I really want you to remember, do not panic. The US stock market always goes up. The Nasdaq tech sector always goes up. And this is proof. This was dot-com bubble, 2000, the year 2000. This was global financial crisis, 2008. This was COVID, 2020, and this is where we are right now. So the US tech sector always goes up. Until that's proven otherwise, I'd like to see it, but until then, it always goes up. Also, the MA cross on this Nasdaq, unbelievable. Look at that. In 2016, we had the last MA cross on the Nasdaq, and it just went from 4,500 to 13,000. What an amazing MA cross. And it has not crossed down yet. We haven't had a close of this MA cross since 2016 on the Nasdaq and the tech sector. And it's still very much open and very strongly heading up, which is beautiful. Daniel, this is perfect. This is exactly, have a 5 to 10 year time frame in good companies, diversified, and you can literally never lose. Exactly, you're buying companies, Everest, for 5 to 10 years. You're buying them at amazing technical entries. How do I make that love heart thing? Here, beautiful. Slack is amazing. Guys, join us, chat.stockguru.us to join this chat room on the right. It's 24 hours chat. We're talking during market hours. I read nearly all the chats in there. Sometimes I can't answer them all. Otherwise, I'm talking about stocks 24/7 and never stopping to work. Feng, always good? Yes. And I believe everyone, if you're thinking, I want to point this out also. If everyone's thinking, but it's too late, James. The stock tech sector, the Feng have gone up so much. Everyone's already, no. Half the world is still not even connected to the internet, everyone. Half the world, 3 billion people do not have the internet. That means that in the next 5 to 10 years, or less, I think 1 to 5 years, another 3 billion people are going to come online. And that's going to be helped by things like SpaceX building this satellite network, the internet network around the world. This thing is just getting started. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm very bullish. The Nasdaq, the tech sector. So here, though, the Nasdaq is above the dotted lines, above the RSI. But to put that also in perspective, it's kind of always been above the dotted line, the Nasdaq. Above on the RSI since 2014, very rarely does it drop down. Here in 2018, we had some drops, but usually it doesn't drop down the Nasdaq, the RSI. But it is very overbought. Above the dotted lines, as I teach the stock gurus, all the stock gurus, don't DCA, don't put a lot of capital in one go. And we do here, we want a green candle here on the Nasdaq. If we get a green candle, that will indicate that because what happens here, we don't want a doji. We don't want a red doji. That will indicate we come down. So we really want an open of this green. It's very much still heading in this. Let's zoom in closer day range. So let's go see what's going to happen for the next few months for the Nasdaq. The long term, 5 to 10 years, I'm very bullish the US tech sector. It's actually not looking nice for the Nasdaq, everyone. Okay. Here we had this MA cross before this big run up from November. We had an MA cross at 11,600. And then we had this big movement up for the tech sector. So this represents all the tech stocks, everyone, all your tech companies, Tesla, NIO, pretty much this is representing everything. What happens to the Nasdaq pretty much happens to the overall tech sector. Facebook, Match Group, Twitter, Boeing, Google, Rosie, comfortable but not ornate, safe neighborhood. What's going on with Plug Power? Let's check it out. And everyone, when I'm doing this Nasdaq, it's also representing Plug Power. I want you to keep in mind. Each individual stock has their own movements, but they're very heavily influenced by the Nasdaq. So we had that MA cross. We had this descending wedge here. Now we can get rid of it because it didn't play out. It actually broke to the downside. Actually, it could still go to those targets. So we'll keep it in as just a reference. So now what's going to happen to the Nasdaq going into April? Okay, one, we're building pressure. The squeeze mob is squeezing, building pressure. Stochastic and RSI are not overbought. They're actually midway and they're heading up. The stochastic RSI heading up, stochastic also heading up. Squeeze mob building pressure. We're sitting on this support line here at this 1,000. We have a lot of supports on the Nasdaq here. We actually made a higher low, everyone, which was a good sign. Beautiful. That's a good sign. So before we came down and we hit 12,408. But this time when we came down, we bounced off 12,800. So it made a higher low. That's a good indicator. That's a bullish indicator. Am I seeing any patterns on the Nasdaq? I really want to be thorough here. I make an updated video, like a full in-depth technical analysis on the Nasdaq, because I really want to know what's going to happen to the tech sector. On the RSI, it looks like it's going up. Squeeze mob looks like it's going up, building pressure. Stochastic looks like it can turn to head up. MA cross is open still. It has not yet closed to head up. It's open to head up. So it's all indicators showing we're going to be going up. Targets, first target 13,434. And we want to get above this because that gets us back onto this blue trend line. Now we actually have to go a bit further. We need to get up to 13. If it does come up, it would need to come up by here. So I'll just put 1. We need to get up around here if it comes up, because the Nasdaq would come up something like this, right? It would come up, bounce here on the 13,623, and then break out to the upside if it manages to get up there. So we really want it to get above 13,623. It's important that we get up above that line. Good plan, Monty. Would it be better for him to liquidate and realize his loss than DCA monthly from here on, or would it be better to just wait until prices rise, even if it takes a month or year before he breaks even? Okay, wait. So, Michael, I'm going back to your message. Let's say hypothetically that someone I know, definitely not me, put all their capital into 10 companies during the recent dip, but prices continued down so that now he has a paper loss of 20%. Would it be better for him to liquidate and realize that loss and then DCA monthly from here on? No, because then you're going to get the same, Michael, you have the same, by closing that loss, you already confirm minus 20% of your portfolio. And then when you start buying, you're already buying with only 80% of your portfolio. So it's exactly the same. It's not better. Would it be better for him to liquidate, realize that loss, than DCA monthly from here? No. Or would it be better for him to just wait until prices rise, even if it takes him months to a year before he breaks even? Yes. But what would be even better, Michael, is to keep DCAing, get more capital. Everyone, find ways to make more than one source of income. Get that extra one source of income going into the stock market. Don't give me excuses. Don't say, oh, but James, it's hard to make sources of income. I have 10 sources of income. I have 10 of them. I have this YouTube channel. I have the Stock Guru course. I have this chat room. I have another big YouTube channel. I have an e-commerce. I have 2 e-commerce websites. I trade. I'm not just investing dollar cost averaging. I'm also trading. What other sources? I have more sources of income. I have my stock portfolio growing up in capital, but I don't really count that. But that is a source of income. And I have more sources of income. And you really get more. We could do YouTube. I have Amazon. I have an Amazon store. I have an Amazon bookstore. Amazon is very nice. If you want good amounts of capital, a really good strategy, if you want an extra source of income, here's one, everyone. And I really recommend everyone just do this. It's not very hard at all. Import from China. Go to Alibaba. This is just a tip. If you want to do this, up to you. If you're young, it's a great way to build some capital. Go to Alibaba. Find an amazing product that sells really well on Amazon, that has really high sales. You can just Google highest selling products on Amazon. Find that product in China, buy boxes of it, and send it to Amazon, and then drop ship and start selling that product on Amazon for an increase in your margin. And then you have a kind of straight away you have a new source of income. So Amazon. So go to Alibaba. Google Amazon top selling products. Find some of those products on Amazon that are the top selling ones. Go to Alibaba. Find a supplier in China that's selling those products in bulk. Buy bulk of it, import it to you, then sell it on Amazon for premium. And you can 10x your money on a product. And that's just a good way to make us another source of income. If you're a writer or you have some intelligence, something you've done, everyone has a speciality. Mine is stocks. I love investing in stocks, cryptocurrency. If you would, for example, if you really had, so Rosie is a great real estate agent. She could write a kind of handbook on how to invest in in real estate. And then you can go into Amazon book services, and you can sell your book. You just type it in Word, and Amazon will create it into a book for you. And as soon as someone buys it, they will print that book and send it to them. They will print the book for you and send it to you. So that's another source of income you can create quickly. And then get those multiple sources of income, and then start putting them into stocks. 1.9 trillion hasn't still fully come in. Don't get shake out on small correction that should reverse. I agree, Daniel. 1.9 trillion is a lot of money, everyone. In 2008, to put that in perspective, in 2008, there was only $1 trillion US of money supply. Dr. Anastasia, the other channel is a fitness channel, WGC. It's around 60,000 subscribers. Ahead of you, James, I already do lectures for property owners and how they can run their business better. Beautiful, Rosie. Create a course. Turn that lecture into a course and a book, and start selling that course and book, and get another source of income. Everyone, get 10 sources of income. All stock gurus, get 10 sources of income. If you're on one right now, if you're on 0, it's okay. Go get whatever source of income you can. A job, even if it's anything you kind of like doing. If you like books, go work in a bookstore. If you like fitness, go work in a gym. Just get a source of income. One, if you don't have any source of income, get a source of income. And every month, use that source of income to start investing into the stock market. Then, if you already have a source of income, or you haven't yet get that one source of income, then work on your second source of income. Amazon store, eBay store. eBay is really nice also. You can make a lot of money on eBay, Amazon very easily. I have a big Amazon store also, and it's not hard at all. And for me, it's much harder because I'm not American. For Americans, it's much easier. You can just drop ship order from Alibaba products to your house, start selling them on Amazon. Okay, so this is Nasdaq. So what we want to see is a get up above 13,623, bounce here, and then keep moving up. That's the most bullish scenario for us. If we come up, get rejected of 13,623, and then come down, we're retesting 12,800 and 12,400. You should only panic, not really panic. You should only get more capital ready for buying the dips if we break this 12,408. If we break here 12,408, then 12,069, and if that breaks, then then it's going to be painful for a lot of just the market in general, because it means the Fed will have a big conundrum. If it breaks 12,069, even 12,408, the Fed is going to have a big problem. But I believe the Fed will just prop up the entire market. They have to. This entire thing for the last year has been propped up. It's all artificial. Remember, here they said they're going to print in March 2020, $2 trillion. That's all the money they're going to need for the next, to keep this entire economy afloat, as much more than they'll ever need. then they printed 2 trillion here, then they printed 1.9 trillion here. So we have $6 trillion coming here. So remember, this is a manufactured market. And the Nasdaq is still kind of playing in this kind of thing that I drew here, this weird ascending wedge. It's still climbing this ascending wedge. So we've got to monitor here. That's what I'm monitoring. So let's see what happens on Monday's trading day for the Nasdaq. We're about to have an MA cross, everyone. So here we had an MA cross for the Nasdaq heading down. This is kind of bullish for the Nasdaq. Oh, ahead of you, James, I already currently writing a book for antidotes for the 16-year-olds of crazy tenant experiences. Ooh, nice. That's a good idea, Rosie. Dropshipping is retail fulfillment method where a store doesn't keep the products it sells in stock. The seller doesn't have to handle the product directly. Thank you so much. I hope you're okay. Money okay? Beautiful. Social Security members will get their 1,400 stimulus check in the next 2 weeks. That's 50 million members. Wow, Ruben. That's amazing. That's very bullish. Everyone, did you read this? By Ruben, Social Security members will get their checks, 1,400 stimulus, in the next 2 weeks. 50 million people. Joan, I do like dividend stocks. If you have a lot of capital, dividend stocks are amazing. If you have over $1 million capital, I really recommend at least 4 or 5 dividend stocks. I have some dividend stocks. Wells Fargo I have that has dividends. I'm not sure which other ones. Pfizer I think has dividends. Facebook, does Facebook have dividends? No. Apple has dividends. I'm not sure which of the other ones, but I do like dividend stocks, especially if you have a lot of capital. My target is usually high growth Everest companies, and most of those don't have dividends. A lot of the tech sector doesn't have dividends, Tesla, etc. But a lot of capital dividends is amazing because then you just have another source of income, which is beautiful. But really, this is something important. Don't expect large movements or large capital gains with dividends. That's the only problem. You're not going to get a lot of capital gains on dividends. You're just going to have consistent income coming in. And I really like exponential capital gains. I like every time I put in $1,000, I want to get $20,000 to $40,000 back from my investment. That's my goal. Tesla already did that. Bitcoin already did that. But that's my goals with stocks. Match Group is up around 10 or 12 times since I started buying it. PayPal is up 10 times since I started buying it, etc. So on the Nasdaq, everything looking bullish for the Nasdaq. Everyone, big congratulations. It looks like on Monday's trading day, we're going to have an upward movement in the Nasdaq, which is beautiful. We have squeeze mob from red, building pressure to turn green. That's very bullish. We have stochastic and RSI. They were very oversold here. This was a great buying opportunity at 12,832 on the Nasdaq. They're heading up very strongly. We have squeeze mob building pressure. We're about to have an MA cross. It is going up. The Nasdaq looks like on Monday, it will be heading up. The targets for the Nasdaq, first target, and this is very important. We really want the Nasdaq to go up. First target is here, 13,278, yellow tag. Second target is getting up above this blue trend line, and that's really what we want to see. Everyone, we really want to see the Nasdaq get above 13,488. It's so hot here. It's here is the middle of summer, and I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but it's making this sound like the cicadas. Can you guys hear the cicadas? It's super summer here. It's so hot. I'm sweating a little bit. Next, CRISPR. Yes, Rosie, sorry. Let's jump into the CRISPR. So the tech sector is looking beautiful, everyone. Hopefully we get above that 13,488. If we can do that this week, it's very bullish. What we want to see is an MA cross here. Stochastic RSI head up strongly. This breakout to the green side and get up above 13,278. That's target 1. Target 2, and this is the important moment at 13,488. Do we bounce off there and come back down? We don't want that to happen. We want it to break above that and go to 13,623, and then we're confirming a very bullish scenario, which will be beautiful. There are so many of them. Yes, I know. It's like, wow, it's so loud. The safety stops in place, and the entire structure is hugely different from the time. There was no safety nets back then. The bottom simply dropped out. Historically, in market crashes like in 1929, when they tighten the money supply, they're doing the exact opposite. Exactly. They're inflating everything, everyone. Whenever they're printing money, keep it really simple. Everyone, whenever they're printing money, put a lot of money into equities, Bitcoin, gold. Anytime they're printing a lot of money, it means they're devaluing your dollar, right? When they're printing, so they printed $6 trillion. So that means your value of your dollar went down it got diluted by $6 trillion. Whenever they do that, that means your assets need to go up. So it costs more to buy your assets. So it costs more to buy your Bitcoin, it costs more to buy your gold, it costs more to buy your equities, your stocks, it costs more to buy your Tesla. because your dollar value is worth less. So the price goes up of equities, Bitcoin and gold. So it's very good when they're printing money to be moving into assets and equities. 163 people watching right now. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, the bell on your phone. There's this bell, and if you click the bell, everyone, you need to click the bell and click all notifications. That way you're going to be notified of all these videos, the bell, the subscribe button, and join us. Thank you so much. I hope you're on the okay money. I have 7,000 bit digital. I hope it's grow up. I have 7,000 bit digital. I don't know what bit digital is, Marvin. Is that a cryptocurrency? I wish I could live in such a beautiful place. Beautiful, Kern. Wish it, think it, imagine it every day, and it's going to happen in a few months. You just got to keep kind of focusing on it and work towards that goal. James, lots of people very concerned about NEO, down nearly 50% China stocks. Let's check out NEO and CRISPR. CRISPR first, because people can keep asking about CRISPR a lot, and it's down quite a bit, and then NEO, everyone. So CRISPR first. Let's jump into CRISPR. Analysis on ARC. Okay, let's try and also, so first CRISPR. So that's the Nasdaq. It's kind of bullish, everyone, and it's beautiful. Now it's actually beautiful for the Nasdaq. What we really want to see, everyone, what we're wanting to see going into April, it's very important, is we come up here and not get rejected off this 1348. We do not want to get rejected here and come back down. That's really what we don't want to see. If that scenario happens on the 1st of April, it's not good for us. What we want to see is we go up and we break this and get above this blue trend line. So let's keep monitoring it. Let's go into CRISPR now. And the Nasdaq is going to represent a lot of the tech sector, especially the ones that were the high growth tech sector. It's going to be very similar across the board. So let's go to all time frame. Bitcoin will pass $100,000 easily. Yes, I agree. In the future, I believe Bitcoin will be either more than $1 million a Bitcoin. Whoa, it's so hot. I need to go into aircon. I have aircon in there, but I need to close all the windows and turn it on. But okay, I'll do that another time. So next time, my lives are going to be inside, everyone. We're almost at an hour, so I've only got a few minutes, everyone. I've got yoga, dancing, and a lot of fun things coming up today. It is Sunday morning here. And I will go back to longer lives and going up to the Eagle's Nest and talking to Dr. Javan. But when the daylight savings time changes back, because I really don't like waking up at 7 a.m. on Sundays. I'm already retired, so it's like the whole reason when I was young that I really wanted to get retired and not work is I hated waking up for school. I really dislike getting up early. It's like something that I've always kind of, that's the reason I couldn't get, like, I didn't want to work a normal job and I wanted to kind of become an entrepreneur, and why I built my kind of empire is because I hated waking up early. It's like my favorite thing to not have an alarm. So this 7 a.m. thing is a little bit, I know I'm a spoiled little brat. Yes, be one. Everyone join me, become spoiled. It's very nice. The world is your oyster. Eat it, you know, like enjoy each moment. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. So like, I really recommend don't get stuck in a 9-to-5 job. Use your income, use your sources of income, invest that income, get your money working for you, and then get out of the rat trap. The best thing I can do for all of you is get you out of the rat trap. Maybe you love your job. Maybe you're a doctor like Dr. Elliot, and that's good. Love your job. If you love your job and you're helping do what you love also, that's beautiful. If you're making money and you're doing your passion, that's the best thing. This is not work for me. This is my passion. I love it. I love it. I'm not a morning person as well. This is Anastasia. So everyone, Anastasia, this is Dr. Elliot, dentist, Anastasia, his wife. So when Anastasia puts an A, that's her. So it's Anastasia. And Anastasia, you are stunning. Dr. Elliot is the luckiest man ever. Have you seen the company called Open? They're involved in realty market. But an advisor that I get newsletters from say it's very good opinion on technicals, thinking of buying. Okay, let's check out CRISPR. Rosie, do you know anything about OPEN? Because you're very into the realty market. 9-to-5 is slavery. Unless you're doing it because you love it and you're passionate about it, then it's not. Then it's beautiful. But if you're working a job and you don't like it because you have to for money, don't do that. Listen to the Stock Guru, take the course. Listen to my affirmations playlist for free on Spotify. Just type Stock Guru and really change your mindset and get out of that if you're in a 9-to-5 that you don't like. So CRISPR, we were buying here last year around the $120 mark. It went up to around $180, $190, got rejected off this resistance, came back down, and now it's on a very strong support line. This support line is so strong. The RSI and the stochastic, see here, it was not the best time to be buying. And again, as I teach you in the Stock Guru Master, because all the students know, and this is just kind of, again, proof. When the RSI is above the dotted lines, do not put a lot of your capital in one go. Again, this is probably the strongest thing I can tell you. DCA, whenever the RSI, at least over a 10-month period, whenever the RSI above the dotted lines, at least 10 months. So if you had $10,000 to put into CRISPR, split it up over at least 10 months, so $1,000 a month. And right now, you'd be buying your third month, you'd be buying CRISPR at $111 instead of $190. So now let's zoom into the 1 year. Let's see what's happening to CRISPR for the next few months. So we had an MA cross here to head down. MA cross, amazing confirmation. It hit here, cross to go up, failed, cross to go down, heading down. I wasn't a morning person, but the market pays me to be one. I can't wake up every morning for pre-market. Yes, it's too early pre-market. But you can do post-market orders and then they execute in pre-market. So stochastic RSI heading down. But everyone, the RSI is nearly below the dotted lines, which is indicating buying opportunities. However, the stochastic is not yet. The stochastic is still heading down. It's still showing that it's trying to come down. So we've got a few different indicators here. One, we have a lot of volume. Volume predicts price. So I would not be shorting CRISPR at all here. I really wouldn't try to catch CRISPR and get these little movements down, everyone. I would not come down to $80. Like the maximum I believe CRISPR could come down is pretty much $80. It would be very hard for CRISPR to break $80. If it does, we have a big market sell-off. It's just painful, the entire market. I mean, it is possible that it comes back to this green trend line and just keeps moving. It's been doing this for a long time. So there would be an amazing buying opportunity. If it does get down, I would say to 85, that would be so excellent buying opportunity on this green trend line. 89. I'll put that as red targets because that's if it goes down, and it's unlikely. I would be dollar cost averaging to CRISPR here, especially as its ARK funds beat one of its top 10 holdings. It was actually its third or fourth biggest holding before the correction. Peter, have you seen the company called OPN? I have not yet. Michael, I know exactly what you mean, but I'll tell you this, it's still something for concern when the stock gets cut in half and it's Tesla of China. Yes, we'll check out NIO. I'm very bullish NIO. Please subscribe and join if you're a stock investor, trader, Bitcoin holder, and leave a thumbs up. Beautiful, thank you. Bit Digital operates a Bitcoin mining company. Nice. Have faith in CRISPR. Yes, everyone, if you're investing in CRISPR or you haven't yet, I recommend watching the Human Nature documentary. It's called Human Nature on Netflix. It's amazing. I really recommend watching Human Nature documentary on Netflix. Amazing documentary, and that's going to explain what CRISPR does. So let's try to predict what's going to happen for CRISPR going into June. Whoa, it's so hot. Speaking of CRISPR, check out ARKG. I have a feeling NIO will be good for up to 5 years, but I'm not sure about 10 years. Tesla's too far ahead technologically. Everyone, my theory and why I really like NIO is China always has a competitor to America. So we have Facebook, we have eBay, Google, they have Baidu. We have eBay, Amazon, they have Alibaba. We have Tesla, they have NIO. They always do this. So NIO is the Tesla competitor for China. So NIO needs China needs a competitor to Tesla. NIO is their competitor. And I love the CEO. I love the way he's running the company. He has this kind of energy of Elon. Even that NIO Day event, I was very bullish NIO. It's very nice, that NIO Day event. We'll check out NIO after CRISPR, and then I think I have to get going. So I'm going to be relatively quick now, everyone. Squeeze more building pressure. Turning towards the green sign. Stochastic still coming down. RSI coming down. Volume coming up. So we could try and retest this $97 mark. It is very possible we retest this 97. Even possible we come down to this green trend line, this 89, which will be great buying opportunities as it comes down here to DCA. But soon it's going to be turning back up. The overall trend of CRISPR is still very strongly trending up. This is the trend line for CRISPR. I'll draw that in. Oh, it's so hot. This is the trend line of CRISPR. And now this is kind of a new trend line that we have. So we can keep that old one. So that's the new trend line that we have. So it's going to retest this again. What we want to see is on Monday, this stochastic RSI turn to head up, squeeze more release to the green side, more volume coming up. Then we're going to start heading back up to these targets as we climb up. But it still could possibly come down to 89. It's still very possible, but I would not short this. Good evening, James. Good evening, Nancy. Oh, I want to see you in this picture. Oh, you and your baby, adorable. Good morning, good evening, Nancy. I'm just joining. I love mornings so I can get as much sunshine as possible. Beautiful. Dr. Javan had me waking up every morning for the sunrise because apparently everyone, so I have a doctor. He's a very famous doctor. He treated the Dalai Lama. He was the Muji's doctor for 6 years. Now he's my doctor. He's a neurologist and Ayurvedic doctor. And he has his theory, and what is in Ayurveda is that your biorhythm works with the sun. So when we wake up naturally with the sunshine, which is 6:30 a.m. sunrise, and then your indigestion, your stomach is working with the sun. So eating your biggest meal in the middle of the day when the sun is the strongest, that's when you have the most fire to burn your food in your belly. At nighttime, eat nothing. So that's that mindset he has, that we should kind of match our biorhythms with the sun. So go to sleep when early and wake up early. And then I did that for a while. He managed to get me to do it for a while, but then I go back to my natural, unfortunate habit of sleeping in. So I got to work on that habit and start waking up more early. Temperature in Thailand, hot. The temperature in Thailand right now is very, very hot. I don't know the exact temperature. I think around 35 probably right now. And the cicadas are amazing, right? Night, James, and all my grandsons staying over, so I have to be up. Take care of. Have a beautiful sleep, Peter. Thank you for joining us. Those bugs, yes, that's how you know it's going to be a hot day, when the cicadas come out. We have it in Australia as well. It's very loud. Sundial and Zom. Lewis, if I don't manage to get Sundial and Zom today, I will make an updated video on it this week, on Monday. Sundial, I'll try to do today if I can. I have a meeting today, so let's see. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. CRISPR, we want it to hold 89. What we want it to do mostly is just find support here at 111 and start moving up to 139, 156, 175. If not, if it breaks this 111, 89 we really want to hold, and 97 for a bounce to head up. Let's go into, but in the long run, I'm still very bullish. CRISPR, the overall trend is your best friend, massively trending up. Volume predicts price. We've never had higher volume than we do now for CRISPR. So I would not be shorting this. Let's click date range 3 months, go in a bit closer, and let's see what's going to happen for CRISPR Monday. Monday, it's looking bullish to me, everyone. Everyone see why? Why? Let's ask a quick question. All the Stock Guru members, anyone who's taken the Stock Guru Master Course, why is this looking bullish right now? Have a spider behind me? That's not funny, everyone. I'm in Thailand. It's very possible. If you've been following my lives before, there's snakes all the time. So no spider behind me. Okay, no spider behind me. I have a gong behind me and a cat. I have a gong and a cat and a pool floating thing. Nice trick. Okay, have a spider behind me. Look out. Houston is nice. Palantir, hey bro. Yes, I'll make an updated video on Palantir. Thailand, 90 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I think that's 30. I'm Celsius based, so I think it's 30 degrees, right? James, keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you, Ruben. Night, James. Good night, Peter. Beautiful. Okay, Zom is ready to move. Ooh, nice, Neji. Okay, I'll try to check out Zom, but guys, I'm already a bit over time. Let's do quick on CRISPR. So Monday's trading day, CRISPR looking bullish. Volume coming in. Stochastic RSI below the dotted line. Oh, I was meant to give a little quiz. Do you guys want a quiz, or do you just want me to say? Stock Gurus in the live chat, what do you think is happening to CRISPR? What are the signs showing us? If you've taken the Stock Guru Master Course, let me know, please. What are the signs showing us here? High volume, yes. RSI stochastic below dotted line and turn to head up. Beautiful. Going up. Squeeze mob red turning green and good volume. Exactly. Everyone, perfect. Exactly. It's looking bullish. Volume spiking. RSI stochastic oversold heading higher. Exactly. So Monday's trading day, everyone. It's very, on the hourly candles, I really want everyone to really understand that on the hourlies, it's much more volatile. I make these hourly videos because a lot of the viewers make money on my analysis on the trades of the hourly candles. So what that means is they're day trading on my analysis, and that's why I add them to I add these 1 hour videos. But you got to remember that we're in this for the 5 to 10 years, and these hourly candles and these hourly videos are very volatile. If Jerome Powell comes out and says something, if something happens, it can very much affect it on the hourly. What we really want to stay with is the all-time frame. You want to go with this overall trend of CRISPR. This is the monthly, so going into 2023. You want to keep your focus on this chart. That's what's really affecting the market. These hourly charts is what's happening that day, but you got to remember it's only going to affect that day, and it's very influenced by what's going to happen by the news. So today, you guys are all right. It's looking like a buy. Squeeze mob is turning green, starting to squeeze and build up pressure. Stochastic RSI, as the stock gurus know, below the dotted lines, the stock guru students turning and heading up. Volume is coming up. We're on this trend line. We're finding support here. More than likely, Monday's trading day, we are going to be heading up. MA cross on CRISPR, also very nice, everyone. So here we had an MA cross. Just 1 second. Guys, I'll check the chats out in a second, everyone. So here we had an MA cross before we headed down, and it looks like we're about to have an MA cross now. We're also having stochastic RSI below the dotted lines turning to head up. Volume spiking, squeeze mob building pressure, indicating we're going up. So Monday's trading day, where is CRISPR going to go? It can still turn down if we have some negative news on the Nasdaq, so be aware of this. But these are the targets if it does head up. I would say that we're going to be heading up Monday, and these are the targets. 116, I would say, is in play for Monday. But I am a bit conservative on the high growth stocks because they're either going to be moving sideways or kind of edging down. They're not. I wouldn't be super bullish just in the short term on these high growth stocks. James, I know you have to leave soon on Monday. Can you do a technical analysis on Futu? It's one of my Chinese finance stocks. It has great fundamentals. Beautiful, Nancy. Okay, I'll add this. I'll set a reminder. Here, I really like this. Look at this. I can click remind me, and I'll remind me tomorrow. So 9 a.m. Beautiful, Nancy. I have a reminder set, so I'm going to look into Futu for you, which was beautiful. So CRISPR below 200 EMA. Fantastic. I bought 200 CRISPR on Friday. Beautiful, Michael. Fuel Cell Energy, J Power, wait for the cross. Yes, a good confirmation of upward movement is a cross. Exactly, Neji. Is if we have this MA cross up and we have another MA cross, that will be an indicator of this change of direction for CRISPR, and 116, 122 are in play. But to me, it does look like it's going to be heading up for Monday's trading day. Okay, everyone, I only have a few more minutes, so let's just I'll do a walking around my house, and I'll answer any, your portfolios. Please, everyone, quickly just show me your portfolios, and I'll just give you my opinion on your portfolios as I walk around. Just for the last few minutes, because I am got yoga, and I'm going to go, there's a cool dancing event happening, and then I've got a party, so lots of interesting stuff happening. But I would quickly like your portfolios. Let's do a quick analysis of portfolio while I show you around my house. So let me know your portfolios, the ticker of your companies, and then I can give you my opinion on those companies, which will be beautiful. And I'll make updated videos on the requests from people. If you can leave your request, I'll also screenshot it. So I just walk around as we talk. So I've got my phone here looking at the messages, everyone. So if you can let me know your portfolios, if you want my opinions on your portfolios, so put the tickers of your 10 companies. Wow, such a beautiful day here. The pool is so warm also. Amazing, amazing. I'm at the moment, I've got this house until June. I have the option to extend it, I think, until December. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm really missing Europe. Right now, I'm really missing Europe. So I love Italy. I love Venice. If you know me, you know how much I love Venice. So let's see what happens. But at the moment, it's also just very hard to live such an amazing, amazing... Oh, okay. So are you hosting your course in Thailand after COVID? Discreet, what you mean by this is I'm going to have a conference. Everyone, we're going to have a Stock Guru conference. I've done conferences before. I've been in 500, 600 people conferences. They're amazing. And what that means is we'll all get to meet each other, talk together, meet each other, have drinks. I'll try and get Crypto and the Moon Carl to come as well. So we have Bitcoin people in there. We'll try to do some mega event. Let's see what happens. But I'm waiting until COVID finishes, and my producers are going to start organizing it when COVID is... We just want to have COVID out of the way so we don't even have to think about it. Above the trend line, Fuel Cell Energy, RSI Bro, what's up with Brill? Everyone, I'm not going to do technicals. I'm just going to do if your portfolio. So let me know your tickers. So if you own Boeing, your 10 companies, and then I can give you my opinion about your 10 companies. I want to also let you know, I usually charge people $100,000 to build their portfolio. So if you want my opinions, it would be very nice. You always have to do your own due diligence and broker, but this is just what I would be doing and my opinions. So, okay, no one wants to give me their portfolio for some reason today, which is beautiful. I love this pool float. How cool is this pool float? Oh, it's super dirty from the storm, but it's amazing. It's like a mini little boat. Neo. Everyone, I'm going to do a Neo video, an in-depth Neo video. I'll make that today. So I'm going to make a video of the technicals on Neo. I want to really go in depth in Neo because a lot of people following it. So I'll make an in-depth video today on the channel in Neo. Maybe in the next, probably by 2 o'clock. So in the next 6 hours. Tell Monty, thank you for your portfolio. Tesla, I love. ARK, nice. ARKQ, nice. So it's a big ETF. MU, I don't know. Glencore, I don't know. GBTC, AMC I do not like. AMC was $5 before COVID. So it being higher than before COVID makes no sense because all the cinemas were closed. That's why I don't really like AMC. But nice, different portfolio than I would have, Monty. Because you have so few stocks, I would really recommend 10 companies. The companies, CRISPR would be a really nice buy right now. Tesla, really nice. I really like Boeing is an amazing recovery play. Better at the $80 mark, $89. Disney, amazing. These are the companies I kind of like. Twitter has got us huge gains. GM, fuel cell, TCM, local Chinese company wants top tech for Tesla. NIO is fake, it's only celebrity pushing sales. NIO the sales are growing quickly. I will make an updated video on NIO. The only thing we need to be worried about is the China-America trade war. Until then, I'm very bullish with NIO because China does need a competitor in NIO. And currently Tesla and NIO combined are manufacturing less than 1 million EV cars a year. That means by 2035, China needs 1 billion EV cars. So they're either going to increase production to 30 million cars or it's going to take them 1,000 years to get enough EV cars. G for life. Here goes Apple, Tesla, NIO, beautiful, AP, XT, I don't know, IDEX, I don't know, Airbnb, Disney, I like very much. You seem very tech heavy here, G4. Apex, I'm not sure, but you're very tech heavy, so a bit of diversification. Johnson & Johnson, like biotech is nice. Johnson & Johnson, Wells Fargo has been a big recovery play, and that's a nice stock, that's a bank. So a bit more diversification, G4 Life. And 10 companies, I really recommend 10 companies. 5 diversified, 5 in the industry you know. Okay, that's everyone's portfolios. MU is an American chip maker. Nice, Monty. Okay, I'm going to check out MU because I do like American chip makers because of this whole kind of chip running out of chips. That's kind of very bullish news. Okay, beautiful. QS, I'm not sure. So everyone, I'm going to get going. My career allows me to work remotely. I'm writer and software engineer. Amazing, Michael. Are you living in Thailand or Mexico or some tropical paradise? It's amazing when you can work remotely. Digital nomads. Everyone become a digital nomad. It's so amazing. It's the future. They have funded NIO in the past. Okay, everyone, I'm going to get going. We've been talking for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hope you have a beautiful morning. If you're in a morning place, I hope you have an amazing sleep. Thank you for watching. Tuesdays, I'm going to announce the winner of 1,000 USD. If you purchase Stock Guru Master Course, it's the best. It's going to teach you my knowledge investing in the stock market for 17 years. Very powerful information. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Ben, Swati, Michael, Las Vegas, but since Rosie in California, Michael's going to California for you, Rosie. Exxon, Pfizer, I like Exxon, Pfizer, Boeing, Apple, Palantir, NIO, CRISPR. Beautiful portfolio, AT. I would get 10 companies. I really like Match Group. I really like Boeing. You have Boeing already, nice. I really like Facebook. I really like Google for your portfolio. That would be some good diversification, AT. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Monty. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone. Let's make a lot of money this week. We're going to keep making amazing games. Our goals of 1 to 5 years from now. We're going to keep investing money. Thank you, Trevor, for joining us. Nomad from Mexico. Trevor is in Mexico enjoying life. My goal is to do this for the next 5 to 10 years, to teach investing, to be buying amazing companies. I do this because I'm passionate about it. I've been doing it. I wake up every morning to do this. So I love this and I'm going to be here for a long time doing it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ronan. You can watch the stream after this video ends. The stream will come back live again. I'm going to yoga and then dancing event, which is going to be awesome. And check out this bouquet. I just want to show everyone. It's so amazing bouquet. Look at that. Beautiful. The colors in this thing. Rosie, this is for you, and Alexa. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Let's make a lot of money in the market. Enjoy life. Have abundant thoughts. Only think what you want to have happen. Only think what you want to have happen. Thank you, thank you. See you soon.